Boccia for me, like you say, was life-changing. I got into boccia in primary school, as it was one of the sports that was played in PE as part, because the school I went to was an SEN school. And I've basically been playing ever since. So I've been playing for nearly 20 years with different schools and with this club, and now coaching the club as well. What I enjoy is just how inclusive at the local and the low end boccia actually is. Literally anyone can play the game, whether you're in a wheelchair, whether you're able-bodied, you can play this game and everyone can be involved. As a coach now, I just love the fact that I'm empowering other people with disabilities like mine to be involved in sport, because there's not many opportunities in sport for people with disabilities.
Is it safe to say that boccia, sort of when you first got into it, do you feel like it was sort of life-changing for you, sort of finding like a sport like this you could get involved with,
Yeah, it really was, yeah. I have cerebral palsy and Asperger's autism, and in society in general, it's getting better nowadays. When I was young, when I first started doing boccia, there was not much that for people with like me with cerebral palsy could do. And just finding boccia for me, like you say, was life changing. And now being able to pass that, what I've found, onto the next generation as a coach, as well as playing, it's just so fulfilling for me.
Do you feel like things are getting better for people with disabilities, and from what you see?
They're slowly getting better, It's going in the right direction. And, you know, a long time ago, when I first started, you wouldn't have seen someone like me doing this coaching role. And now, there's a lot more, which is really good. As a player, unfortunately for me, I can't compete at very high levels due to my classification. So in boccia, there's different classifications, namely BC 1 to 4, which you'll have heard of in the Paralympics. But in England, there's 8 classifications, and I'm a BC 6, which means I do not qualify for the Paralympic pathway. And there is no pathway for players like myself, which is why I got into the coaching side, because when I was young, I wanted to go into the Paralympics. But then I was declassified, and therefore there was no pathway. So I then decided, okay, I'll move into coaching. And, you know, promote the sport of boccia at local level.
Did that feel frustrating to you when you sort of worked out that, that pathway? It must have been really tough for you,
It really is. And like, I still play now, and it is still tough. There's a few competitions, like I literally just come back from a competition, a local competition in Newcastle, which is an open competition, which BC 6 can play in, so that's all 8 classifications can play in the Opens, and I came 3rd in that to start the season off. Got the Heathcote Cup coming up in January, so I'm hoping to do well in that. And we've also got a few other players from the club playing in that as well. Even when I first trained as a coach, there was only me and I think one other person on that course with a disability. For me, again, I just feel lucky to have got where I am.
Looking at where you are now, Joe, compared to obviously when you were a kid and you were maybe first discovering boccia, did you feel really proud of what you've managed to achieve with the sport? Yeah,
really, really proud. And you know, I'm open to. My aspiration is to continue broadening the horizon and spreading awareness of boccia, and hopefully through doing that, more people with a similar disability will get involved in the playing, in the coaching side. Oh, this facility is fantastic, and like I say, I've played here in school tournaments. I've played for the club here. I also actually went to the college to do sports coaching, the college next door, Disability College. So I've been involved here quite a bit, and it's just such a fantastic facility compared to other places. You don't see disability sports specific facility anyway. So Liverpool is lucky to have this place, and I'm so lucky and so proud to actually be involved with it. So boccia is a Paralympic sport, and it's a bit like indoor bowls. So you have 6 reds, a team of reds, a team of blues. It can be played in teams of 3, in pairs, or as individuals. And the idea of the game is to get the coloured ball as close to the white jack ball as possible. And the ball can be propelled onto court either by throwing, by rolling. Some players kick, some players use a ramp. And the game at this local level can be adapted in lots and lots of ways to make it as inclusive as possible. And it is, in my opinion, one of the most inclusive sports there is.